Now then, well, as you can see outside, we've still got the rainy season here. It was just a bit damp, wet, cool and drizzly, so can't really do a lot outside. Now Saturday, a friend of mine wanted some more rings. I've got those, well, a few left, about, what have I got? About 33 left, and I've made quite a few, so I cleaned these up again, and I made, what I made, half a dozen more out of 10 pences. And the punch that I was using, I made this, I think I showed you. I made this, and it's a small, it's a bearing out of a small chainsaw that I was given, and it's done a reasonable job for quite a while. Anyway, it was getting worn and it wasn't doing a very good job, and that was pretty worn in there, so it was, you know, half of them you missed the middle a bit. So on Saturday I thought I'd try and make a new one, and that drill fitted nicely, so I just cut the end off. You can still use the drill, you see. And I did that. Anyway, after doing, well, these 10s are actually a bit hard. And I did a few, and as you can see, it's well, it's ruined the end a bit, and it's hit the side of the bearing a bit. It's not really the answer. So after my good day on Monday, I thought, well, Tuesday I had a very steady day actually. And you can't have that, but you can't have too many good days, eh? So I didn't do a lot Tuesday. I did 1 or 2 little bits, and Wednesday. Today's Thursday. So anyway, yesterday I thought, I'll have a go at drilling them again, because using that punch, by the way, using that punch, it's alright, but I've got to do it downstairs outside on my little anvil, and then it gets stuck, so I've got to walk right up here with every one and put it in the vise and knock it out. You know, it's not easy. But before that, the reason is if you drill them, you get a big bit on the underside. So I thought, what I've done, you can probably see, I bought myself one of those. Not very expensive. I thought I'll just try it and see, because it may be, for me, the best way of doing it. But it's getting them in the middle, and it doesn't matter how you mark them, they don't seem to go ever so well. Let me just move that light over there, it's a bit bright there, look. So, do you like me? I've had a bit of a clean up on my bench, because I had the messiest bench on YouTube. Alright, it's not very big, but it's, you know, there's no real excuse, is there? Anyway, I looked through my coins and I found I've still got those, you see. And the only thing is that because I'm selling them for, or giving them away, whichever, for £3 each instead of 15 to 50 quid on Evil Bay, well, you know, I've sold quite a few. So I thought, while I've got a wet day and not doing anything, I might as well do a few more. You know, it might just help a little bit. So, I haven't brought one. Anyway, I'm going to get a new 10 pence, but a magnetic one, a late one, a hard one, and I marked it. And by the way, 1 or 2 of these are marked, and the drill, I mean, the problem is, look, I'm not complaining about having this drill. Remember that Alan brought me it from 60 mile away, but if I take that little vise off and show you, it's not terribly accurate. You know, you might even be able to see it. You know, you can't do accurate work with it, but you can, you know, it's better than do it with hand. So anyway, before I did it that way, somewhere, is it this one? I had one of those. Now that one's not quite in the middle, but I did have one somewhere that was in the middle. So I found the best way is if I put that on there, but get the one in the middle, and just hold it together with the grips, and drill through the middle, that seems the best way of doing them all without marking every one, because it's just too time consuming, you don't get it done. So I thought what I'll do is I'll get a new one and mark it. It doesn't matter if I use one or two, and see if I can get one in the middle, drill it with this so it should be the same size, and then all I have to do is put them on there in the middle, hold them with grips and drill the little hole in the middle, and then holding them with these that I made, if you remember me showing you these, I made a couple of those. Where the other one's gone at the moment. Oh, it's here, tied it up, it's in front of me. So I'm going to have a go at that today and just see if we can get one in the middle, and then it's a fairly simple job, just to lightly hold them whichever way you want and put them on a piece of wood and drill through the hole. You know, that seems to be the best way for me to do it, because it does a better job. It's still, probably can't just see on here, but a little bit ragged, but what I do, I bend them first a little bit and then just put them on the belt sander, you know. You can get a few done, that's all. So it's really just something to do waiting for the weather, I suppose. Anyway, one other little thing to tell you. I had another little present from Lance today. Yeah, he did say he was sending me it. Nice, actually. So, he sent me a couple of stickers. Look, Bundy Bear's shed, see? And a nice little pocket book, you see, for notes. And that's got to come in handy for me because, well, I'm not quite as bad as that yet, but now I've never had a good memory, right? There you are, look. Queensland's tractor spares, you see. So that's what he does. So thanks, Lance, that was alright. But as I say, I'm not quite as bad as that yet. But pretty soon, if my memory goes much more, I'm going to have to be writing down where I'm going, aren't I? So I have to carry it with me. Anyway, I'm not posh and flash like all the rest of you, so I haven't got a board, so I've just put it on the wall. Right, so that's me. That's the best place. If I stuck it on the door, it might come off, so I'll put it on the wall. So there you are, Lance. Look, you've got a Bundy Bear shed in England now. How about that? But back to my memory just for a minute. I've got some keys and got my car keys in my pocket. Well, I mean, I'm going back a long while now. I was at work, so it's early 80s probably. And someone wanted me to take something to work. Let's just say for argument's sake it was that. Right? And I was taking them something to work. And of course I kept forgetting it. I mean, this went on for weeks. And I've just related this to someone else because I forgot. I said I'd go and help someone and didn't go. And he said, where was you? And I said, well, you've got to remind me. You know, I told you. But anyway, I got up in the morning and I'm going to work. And I put my keys down on the corner of my mantelpiece downstairs. And I thought, right, I'll remember this. So I put that on the corner of the mantelpiece, put the keys down on it, turned round, put my coat on, picked my keys up and went without it. I mean, oh dear. You know, it's hard work if you can't remember, but never mind. Right, I think that'll do for now. If I get one of these done, I'll just have a go. I won't show you marking out and stuff because it's boring, isn't it? So what I do, all I do is use me, you know, dividers, my little caliper things, and mark it in the middle and centre dot it. And I'll get a couple of, as I say, I've got some new 10s, harder ones. I'll drill it through with that and just see if it works. And then all I have to do is pop them in this little vise and dear, excuse me, pop them in this little vise and drill through and see, and we can get them somewhere near the middle. They don't have to be exactly in the middle. Like that one, it's nearly in the middle, you can probably see. It's not quite, but it's near enough, you know, because when you put them on the belt sander and do it, and some of them, they don't want to be quite round, and you get a top side and bottom side. Some are in the middle, some aren't. Anyway, that's what we're on with. So, we'll see how it goes. Well, I've done a few that way, as you can see. I managed to get one nearly in the middle. And as I say, they don't have to be 100%, but like if you look at the two I did yesterday, whether it'll move or not, I don't know if you can actually, you may just be able to see, that's not quite in the middle like when I tried yesterday doing that way. And a 2p as well. I ain't drilled the middles out yet, but these are pretty near the middle. Got a nice shilling one there, and that one. As I say, these will be usable, you know. I might have to go one size bigger yet, because I'm going to just try a couple, not with these. I'm going to try the common ones and just see what we've got there. What's that? Oh, that's an Australian dollar I found. And what that is, I don't know, something 1955. Cyprus, right? So we've got a few different ones anyway. So that seems to be the best way for me to do them. Right. Anyway, have fun, lads. I thought it was just an update. So here we are from the England Bundy Base shed. How about that? Thought you might like that. See you later, lads.